So the thing is that fear of failure is just mismanagement of the mind, okay? It's mismanagement of the mind. It's a perception that doesn't even have to exist in your reality. I love failure. I embrace failure because I know fundamentally it's the only way to succeed. You cannot succeed and achieve high-level things, big things, if you don't fail. How are you going to know what to do if you don't learn what not to do? Hello, gorgeous souls. Tiffany Julie here, certified high-performance success coach, and I'm super excited to talk to you today all about the fear of failure, because this is going to come up for you as a high performer, a high achiever, somebody who has big goals, big ambitions, big dreams, big visions for themselves. You are going to trigger fear of failure at some point, or maybe you're triggering fear of success, but you have already at some point in your journey triggered the fear of failure. So I'm going to teach you my unconventional approach on how I coach my clients through this, what you can do so you never, ever allow the fear of failure to get in your way, to be a roadblock and stop you in that momentum and making progress towards where it is that you want to go. So the thing is that fear of failure is just mismanagement of the mind. Okay? It's mismanagement of the mind. It's a perception that doesn't even have to exist in your reality. I love failure. I embrace failure because I know fundamentally it's the only way to succeed. You cannot succeed and achieve high-level things, big things, if you don't fail. How are you going to know what to do if you don't learn what not to do? So I have a goal every day to fail forward. If I'm not failing every day, I'm not moving. I'm not making the big, bold decisions that I need to make, because you should have a KPI and look over your day every day and say, where did I fail today? What are the lessons? What are the learnings? How do I do it better tomorrow? How do I optimize this? Okay, so it's like to try to avoid failing doesn't make sense, because you can't succeed if you don't fail. There's nobody in the history of the planet that achieved big things without failing, without doing something that had a negative consequence, okay? So you're gonna feel pain along the journey. What we wanna do instead is we wanna plan for that pain. We wanna plan for that failure. Because ultimately what's happening here, and I'm gonna give you some subconscious mind, neuroscience here because I'm trained in this. What happens is when you set a goal you've never achieved yet, and it's far out of your comfort zone, your subconscious mind does not like the unknown. It does not like the unknown. It is trying to save you from hurting yourself, from harming yourself. So what your mind does is say, danger, danger, we're entering into danger zone. We have to save her or him. No, we can't do this. So then your mind's just feeding you all these thoughts to fear failure, okay? And so if you actually sit down and plan for your failure, you're giving your mind a plan. You're giving your mind a roadmap. Now your mind says, oh, she knows what she's doing. We're going to trust her. Look at this. She has a plan for if it doesn't work out or when it doesn't work out, because ultimately it's not everything that you do as you are marching towards your goal, your dream, your ambition is going to work. Not everything you try is going to work. The only way that you can fail is if you stop before you achieve the goal. That is literally the only way that you can fail. So if you want to become a millionaire someday, the only way that you fail is stopping before you become a millionaire and just giving up, okay? So you're not the type of person that gives up. I know that. You wouldn't be watching this video. You wouldn't be listening to this podcast. You aren't that person. So stop making failure mean something about you at an identity level. Just because you tried something and it didn't work doesn't mean you're stupid. Doesn't mean that, you don't know what you're doing. Doesn't mean that you can't do it. That doesn't make sense, because if you're failing, you're winning, because you actually took the courageous move to fail at something to get the data back. Now, where people go wrong here is they keep doing things that don't work over and over and over again, and they don't stop, take a reflection moment, and think about, okay, this didn't work. This didn't give me the outcome that I wanted. This actually held me back from taking a step forward towards my goal. So let me write down what didn't work here. Let me extract the wisdom. Let me get the lesson here so I don't have to repeat the lesson over and over and over again, okay? So that is a big part in also planning for your failure and extracting the wisdom, because that's the whole point. All of that is information. So if you don't make the information mean something about you at an identity level, well, then you're not going to stall yourself. You're not going to ever care that you made a decision and there was a negative consequence, because you know that all decisions are going to always give you a positive consequence. That is the ultimate level of confidence, because once you actually fundamentally believe that like there is no right or wrong decision, it's just that we got to get you making more decisions at a rapid pace, okay? Now, you're going to be more of a decisive person. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if you believe that you were always going to figure it out and that you were unavailable not to achieve the goal, well, then you're going to make it there. It's just a matter of time. So also where people get tripped up is they put a time limit on things, and then that gets them all stressed out and creates anxiety, because they're like, oh my God, how am I going to do that in 30 days? Maybe you want a $50,000 a month next month. That's your goal. And it's like, oh my God, how am I going to do that in 30 days? It's like, sure, set the deadline because time fills the space that you give it, but let it go, let it go. Just say, I'm unavailable to not create a $50,000 a month. So I'm going to keep going. Even if over the next 30 days, I didn't hit the 50,000, I'm going to plan to hit the 50,000. I'm also going to plan to fail and not hit the 50,000. And I'm just going to keep focusing in on what I want, right? Keep putting my mind towards that $50,000 target in 30 days. But if I don't achieve it, I'm going to still keep going. I'm going to still keep going until I achieve a $50,000 a month. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, what you want is a $50,000 a month. It has nothing to do with time. Like, I do a lot of this time releasing with my clients because a lot of them want to build a 7-figure business. They come to me because I've built many, many, many 7-figure businesses. I work with a lot of 7+ figure, 8-figure entrepreneurs, and I know how to coach them to building a 7-figure business. Okay, that's easy for me. So they come to me, they want to work with me. And it's like the minute that they put a timeline on that, they're like, okay, my goal, Tiffany, is to become a 7-figure entrepreneur. I want that title. I'm like, okay, awesome. Let's go. Let's do this. And the moment that they say, okay, I'm going to do it this year, everything starts to break down, right? All the mindset nillies come out, all of the triggers of fear of failure. Oh my God, but what if I don't achieve that? What are people going to think about me? Oh my God, I'm going to cripple myself. I'm going to think that I'm horrible. I'm going to think that I suck if I don't accomplish this. All of this negative stuff starts to come out the minute they put a timeline on it. But I say, okay, fine. We're going to set a timeline. This year, you want to become a 7-figure business. That's amazing. But what are we going to do if you don't? And are you going to stop, or are you going to keep going? Are you unavailable not to have a 7-figure business? And then they're like, oh, okay, I get it. So we give them a range of time. It's like, okay, within this year, that's my target. But if not, okay, well then I'm for sure going to do it in 2 years. So we give them like this range instead of like this definitive, oh my God, I have to do it by this time frame. It's like, no, let's plan for that time frame, okay? But then let's open it up a little bit so that you're not frantic about this. And let's actually plan for the failures. So your mind comes down and then you can focus in on what it is that you want. The problem is if you don't put a plan down on paper, the whole entire time you march towards your goal, your subconscious mind is going to go, hello, keep tapping you on the shoulder and going, hello, what if you fail? That's going to hurt. People are going to think you're dumb. You're going to suck. You're going to feel like shit. And on and on and on and on and on. It's like going to be like a kid that wants ice cream at your coattails, pulling on your jacket the entire way to achieving your goal. So give your mind that information it wants. Just give it what it wants, right? So if you want a $50,000 a month, say, okay, if I don't hit the 50,000, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to email 50 people. I'm going to follow up with 20 clients. I'm going to run a Facebook ad campaign. I'm going to launch a new product. That's what I'm going to do if I don't hit the 50,000 in the next 30 days. That's a plan, right? Or maybe you want to become a millionaire in a year. Okay, well, what's going to happen if you don't? Okay, well then I'm going to, tell all my family and friends everything that I learned so I can honor myself. I'm going to then plan on how I can double my revenue in 30 days so that I can pick up some momentum and speed going into the next year. because I'm going to do it in the next year. I'm going to focus in on my health because I know that, if I optimize my health, then everything else is going to skyrocket from there because my results are a direct reflection of me. That's a plan. You don't even have to do the plan, right? Because you're not there yet. But like, even if you didn't do the plan, at least the plan is written down on paper and it will suffice your subconscious mind. It's like a little pacifier for your mind. Here, take this bottle, put this pacifier in your mouth. Be quiet now, okay? And then now that you have this plan, now you're going to feel empowered because when you don't have a plan, you don't feel like you're in your agency. And agency is the number one thing that drives humans. I'm also trained in the top 10 things that drive humans in psychology. And I'm trained here. So the number one thing is what we call agency. And it's basically essentially control. If you don't feel like you're in control of something, you feel disempowered. And so if you don't have a plan around something, then you don't have enough clarity. That's also another high-performing habit, by the way. And, then you feel disempowered. You feel like, well, how am I going to be able to do that? That's not a very empowering question. That's not going to be able to get you to where you want to go. It's like, plan it out, put the steps on paper. You know what I'm talking about. You feel better when you have a plan, right? Going into your day, if you don't plan, you go into reactive mode. And then you're feeling like a victim of everyone else's agendas, right? You know what I'm talking about. But when you spend the time, even just 10 minutes writing down, okay, these are my 3 priorities for today. You feel more empowered. You feel more confident. So why not plan for failure? The only reason why you wouldn't want to do that is because you make the failure mean something about you, but it doesn't. It's just data. All it is data and information that actually can be used as a weapon for good at moving you at more of an accelerated pace forward. So this is the coaching I do with my clients. They think I'm crazy when I say this, but when we start to do this, they see how well this strategy actually works, okay? Try it out for yourself. If you want to go deeper with this, if you love this conversation today, if you love this perspective that I have, you want to try it on, you want some one-on-one coaching around this, DM me, private message me, go to tiffanyjulie.com or go to the link in the description below and book a consultation call with me, and let's get you marching towards your goals and your dreams faster. There's also a way that you can shortcut your time to your goals, okay? So if you want to eliminate some of that failing along the way, you got to hire somebody that's already achieved the outcome that you want, okay? Because they're going to be able to help you to not fail as many times. And that means that you are going to go faster because you don't have to go through those pains. So my clients come to me because they want to create a 7-figure business. I know that when they talk to me, I'm like, okay, like I know fundamentally how to do that like the back of my hand. They don't know how to do it. So they're coming with ideas that don't make sense, that are in alignment with creating a 7-figure business. So I get them to think about things differently, and just them hearing how I think about things, how I think about the moves, how I make the decisions, how it's like they have someone's mind that can help them plan the actions in the right way so that they're eliminating some of that pain. Hiring a coach and a mentor and a person who's achieved what you want might not be available to you, okay? So that means it might just take you longer to get there. But if you are impatient like me, if you want to go faster, which all my clients do, okay, like they are fast action takers, my program's called High Performance Accelerator for a reason, because I'm going to accelerate you and you're going to just blow your mind in a short period of time. We're going to shave years off your timeline to where it is that you want to go, because you're likely hiring me and wanting to get in my world and wanting to be around me because I've achieved what you want. And I know the process to achieve anything in life because I've done it in every single category, okay, over and over and over again, repetitive goal achiever. So if that interests you, get in my world however that you can. I have all sorts of offers for you to be able to do that. And my clients love it. But if it's not available to you, that's fine. Just know that it may take you a little bit longer, and that's okay. As long as you do not give up, you will always succeed. Remember, you can have it all, be it all, and achieve it all. If you've enjoyed this conversation with me today, you will absolutely love working with me one-on-one in my high-performance coaching program. All my clients say the same thing. Tiffany, I don't recognize my life. In a short period of time, 1 round of coaching with me, just a few months, You literally will transform every category of your life and take all of it to higher levels of success. Book a consultation call with me. It will be the most transformative hour of your entire life, guaranteed. The link to do that is in the description below, or head over to tiffanyjulie.com. Listen, sometimes we have to admit that we've taken ourselves as far as we can go. Every extraordinary person will tell you that they have a coach, a mentor, a trainer, a teacher, someone that can hold them to a higher standard, someone who can be there to push them to their edges so that they can know what they're capable of. Honestly, my clients are like, Tiffany, I don't recognize my life. I didn't even know I was capable of these achievements. I didn't even know this was possible for me. They're mind blown and they just want to keep going to entirely new levels. I'm going to teach you how to do that in my high performance coaching program. So book that conversation, and I cannot wait to support you in achieving your next level.
After our first actual coaching call, I went from a complete funk to boom, immediately back in the game, better than I had been ever before. She'll help you go to a level that you've never even been before. Literally, some of the greatest transformations I've ever been in my life have been conversations with her, and the results have been astounding. My business grew, my income grew, which are all great things, but I have to tell you, my personal happiness went to all new levels. My relationship with my wife has gone to all new levels. I'm a significantly better husband and father than I was. My spiritual growth has been unbelievable. My connection with Source, my ability to manifest and create. There's been no greater investment I've ever made. Any of the investments I've had, any of the stocks, any of the investments in cryptos, any of that stuff, nothing has paid me better than investing in myself and working with Tiffany Julie.
I've had my biggest month in business, which was over $60,000. I made the same amount of money that I did the previous year in half the time.
Helped me get dialed in on my marketing strategies and really coming up with a plan that felt easy.
My income has quadrupled. I am more productive. I just have this deep knowing that I can accomplish the goals that I set forth.
I'm 10 pounds lighter and more ripped than I've been in the last 10 years. And I literally feel like I'm 10 years younger. And
my business grew, and basically in a few months, my revenue doubled. So it's pretty amazing that I was able to grow this business in such a short time.
I also was able to leave my 9-to-5 and launch 3 of my own business ventures.
My self-confidence was boosted. I felt so much more empowered. I believed in myself so much more.
One of the most important things that she really helped me is to bring back my innate happiness.
I had my biggest month in business. I got an entirely new website with new branding. I revamped my coaching programs and packages. I doubled my pricing. I created a new lead magnet. I started a podcast.
I broke into my first 5-figure month. Then we did some next level branding and positioning, which was huge to actually get some really clear messaging going.
Tiffany's the real deal. Jump in, hire her. You'll thank yourself.
It's some of the best money I've ever spent in my life, in my business life.
So if you're looking to grow, try something new, do something different, achieve the next level, just become the best version of yourself, Tiffany is an excellent choice to entrust your future with.